I'm joined by Marilyn Niedzwiecki, the Director of Revenue Integrity at Anne and Robert H. Lurie Children's Hospital of Chicago. Marilyn is a panelist at our upcoming Revenue Integrity meeting, where she joins a panel of experts discussing internal claims auditing, where we'll focus on both root cause analysis and continuous improvement. Marilyn, thanks so much for joining us today. To get started, might you share a little bit about your professional background, both how you got your start in the healthcare industry, as well as some of the roles that you've enjoyed so
I
far?
have a unique background, and I started in the healthcare industry as a registered nurse and worked in the clinical world, focused in med-surg and operating room for many years, and always had this desire to go get my accounting degree. So eventually I did that, and I was going to leave healthcare and work in public accounting or accounting, and realized that there would be a reimbursement differential that I wasn't happy with. So I kind of fell into revenue cycle as a nurse auditor and became, not at Lurie Children's, of course, but elsewhere. And I became fascinated with the systems and another language that I thought, how can I be in this clinical world so long and not understand a thing about this? And it was like a second career, so I took it and ran with it.
Wonderful. What a great transition to go from being in the operating room to working on the back end with a degree in accounting. That's wonderful.
Yes.
Tell us about your current role at Anne and Robert H. Lurie Children's Hospital of Chicago. What are your current priorities with your team?
So we maintain the hospital CDM. We do, this year, one of our main priorities is to decrease denials, lower write-offs. And of course, our always priority is to make sure we're billing things compliantly, correctly, and of course, maximizing revenue in a compliant fashion, of course. And so I have a younger team. And so a part of my role here is to really train them and get them into the whys. I can give them the basis, but then they have to go find out, and put the pieces together. And then of course, I'm teach them how to dig at those rules and get the right answer.
Well, that certainly sounds pretty challenging with a young team that you're looking to, maximize compliant reimbursement, reduce denials. You've got a lot of priorities there. We appreciate you coming and participating in our meeting, and we have you joining the panel on internal claims auditing. We're really excited about that panel. What's one thing that you're looking forward to discussing with the panelists or benchmarking with the attendees during that session?
So I think claims auditing is critical. Everybody says they come in and audit the CDM, but it's really how to use the CDM, and then not only what gets on the bill, but what actually goes out the door. And there's CDFs that do rules. There's a lot of, we're an Epic shop here. And there could be rules set up all over that you're not always aware of because you didn't do them. And so it's really understanding what should be on that claim and making sure it goes out correctly. So I'm curious to see, how many people really understand some of that internal CDF language and rules and how a claim looks compared to the charges that are on it.
Absolutely, and it's a really complicated topic, and we look forward to discussing it and digging into it with the audience and with the panelists. And thank you so much for coming on today and sharing your background with us. We really appreciate it, and we look forward to the meeting in March.
I look forward to it too.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.